Hi guys, it's me CornerKun. Today we have the Infinite Forbidden Asian English version. In the Infinite Forbidden Asian English version, they have put the Yubo promo card in this booster pack. Also, the Find Smith, they finally come to the Asian English version. Let's see what we have in this 2 box. Let's go!
Let's start the first box. And they also have the bonus pack. And I think they have changed the number of the Quarter Century Secret Rare since the Creation Pack 5. So I think this time they also have different or maybe the same. And in the Infinite Forbidden, they have the Magical Musket. And the White Forest, and Light and Darkness Dragon, the Wagyu Temple, and I think they add the angel statue. The Find Smith, Broomy, the Tiki Curse, Find Smith's Requiem, and it is a link monster, and you can only special summon this card once per turn. During the main phase, you can tribute this card and special summon one Find Smith monster from a hand or deck. You can target one light non-link find monster you control, and equip this card from a field or graveyard to that monster you control as an equipped spell. That gives it 600 attack, and you can only use this effect once per turn. The Drytron new 2, and it cannot be normal summoned and set on the field, and it must be special summoned by card effect. If a Drytron card is on the field, and you can special summon this card from a hand or graveyard, but banish it when it leaves the field. If this card is special summoned, you can add one Drytron monster from a deck to your hand except this card, and you can only use each effect of Drytron new 2 once per turn. Also, you cannot ritual summon this turn you active either of this card's effect except machine monsters. And it helped the Drytron deck to have some new card to do the combo. And the Madochi Mini Malcrones, number 24, they renew it in here. The Night Armed Dragon, and the Mimenetum Teclulica, the Creation King. And they renew the Cosmo Queen. And they renew the Gimmick Puppet Roach Door. And if this card is in your hand, you can reveal one Gimmick Puppet Exit monster in your extra deck, and special summon both this card and one Gimmick Puppet monster with the same level as the revealed monster's rank from a deck. If this card is sent to the graveyard, except from the hand, you can add it to your hand. You can only use each effect of Gimmick Puppet Rush Door once per turn. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck the turn you active either of this card's effect, except Gimmick Puppet Monster. And this is the Tenpai Dragon Secret Rare. If this card is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you can special summon this card as a tuner. then you can increase its level by 1. You can tribute this card and special summon one Tenpai Dragon monster from a deck, except Tenpai Dragon Genroku. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn except Dragon monsters. You can only use each effect of this card once per turn. The Pattern Bat, the Cupid Peach, and if this card is synchro summoned, increase or decrease the card's level by the level the tuner used as material head on the field. This card gains attack equal to its level times 400. If this synchro summoned card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, inflict damage to your opponents equal to the new synchro summoned monster's level times 100. And if you do, you can add one level 8 or lower monster with 600 defense power from your deck to your hand, and you can only use this effect once per turn. And the Magical Musketeer Starfire. Also the Magical Musketeer card. And the Dark End Evaporation Dragon. Tenpai Dragon. Is the time we form the chorus, lift your voice. The Gimmick Puppet Little Soldier. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add one Gimmick Puppet monster with a different level than this card from your deck to the graveyard. This card's level becomes the monsters. You can only use this effect of Gimmick Puppet Little Soldier once per turn. Also, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target up to 2 Gimmick Puppet monsters you control, and increase their level by 4 until the end of this turn. So if they have this card now, you can play the Gimmick Puppet deck. And the Dora Dora. And the Kikina Gashi Fucho, and then play with the birdie deck. And the Finesmith Engraver. I've waited this card release for a long time, and because I'm not playing the Japanese version now, it's quite exciting for me to build this deck in the Asian English version. And the card effects, you can discard this card and add one Finesmith spell or trap from a deck to your hand. You can target one Finesmith equipped card you control and one monster on the field and send them to the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle one other light find monster from your graveyard into the deck or extra deck and special summon this card. And you can only use this effect once per turn. Maybe we'll have some deck build video or deck playing video about the Finesmith in the future. Because I like this theme a lot. And the Finesmith tract, you can add one light find monster from your deck to your hand, then discard one card. You can banish this card from a graveyard and fusion summon one Finesmith fusion monster from an extra deck. Using monster from a hand or field, you can only use each effect of the Finesmith tract once per turn. And it's look cool because of Engraver. He's carrying a coffin, and it's just like some main characters in the Japanese animation. Shadowlight. The Drytron Maintenance DA Dragons. You can ritual summon this card with Maintenance Drytron. Other Drytron monster you control cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect. Twice per turn, when your opponents activate a monster effect, you can banish Drytron monster from a graveyard whose total attack equal or exceed the original attack power of that monster and negate the activation. And if you do, destroy it. If the ritual summon card in its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon one ritual monster with 4000 attack power from your hand or deck. So it helps to put Drytron ritual monster back to the field, which is 4000 attack power. The legendary Exodia. It cannot be normal summoned or set on the field and must be special summoned in your hand, and by tributing one Forbidden One monster, gain 1000 attack power for each Forbidden One monster in your graveyard, unaffected by the other card's effect. Once per turn, during your end phase, add one Forbidden One monster from your graveyard to your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can reveal any number of Forbidden One monsters in your hand, and if you do, draw one card for each. Maiden of the Millennium Moon. If this card battles a monster, neither can be destroyed by the battle. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can place it in your spell or trap zone as a face-up continuous spell. If your opponents activate a card or effect while this card is a continuous spell, you can special summon this card, and if you do, for the rest of this turn, your opponents cannot target level 5 or higher illusionist or spellcaster monster you controlled with the card effects. Okay, I see the ultimate rare. It's a Dark Charmer, the Gloomy. It's so good to see him. Seems in the Infinite Forbidden, they have a lot of useful cards in it. And the Muchami Perulia. I think everyone is waiting for the next, the friend of it, Rage of the Abyss. Eva, you renew it. You can use it in the Drytron deck, and if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish up to 2 other light fairy monsters from your field or the graveyard. Add the same number of level 2 or lower light fairy monsters with different names from the deck to your hand, except Eva. You can only use this effect once per turn. Oh, and the Silhouette Rabbit, they had changed it to be normal rare. And because I remember in the Japanese version it is super rare or ultra rare, and they just lower the grade. The central item, the Art 2. The 3-in-1. Then go to the next box. The Trident Dragon. They have renewed it, and it must be synchro summoned. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target up to 2 or other cards you control. Destroy those target, and if you do, for each destroyed card, this card gain 1 additional attack during each battle phase this turn. The ultimate rare of the Light Charmer, the Lustrous. And they have the Gloomy and this card. It seems the Infinite Forbidden is the best booster pack until now in the Asian English version. They have lots of powerful cards and some useful cards in it. And the synchro monster of the White Forest. The Dominus Perch. If your opponents control a card, you can activate this card from your hand. When a card or effect is activated, that includes an effect that adds a card from the deck to your hand. Negate that effect. Then if you have a trap in your graveyard, destroy that card. If you activate this card from your hand, you cannot activate effects of Dark, Water, and Fire monster. For the rest of this duel, you can only activate one Dominus Perch per turn. And the Archfiend's Advent. That's 10. The Suffice Puppet play. Target monster your opponent controls. Up to the number of Gimmick Puppet exceed monster you control. Take control of those monsters until the end phase. If this card is in your graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, and you control a Gimmick Puppet exit monster, you can banish this card, then target one exit monster in either graveyard, special summon it to either field in defense position. You can only use each effect once per turn.
Come on!
And it is the Finesmith trap. I've introduced in the last box, and they have upgrade to the Koto Century Secret Rare in the Asian English version. The Gimmick Pack Fantasix Machinix. I think it's Machinix, or it is the number 9. You can detach one material from this card and add one rank up magic spell from a deck to your hand. Also, you can normal summon one machine monster during your main phase this turn. In addition to your hand normal summon or set. You can special summon this card from a graveyard to either field in defense position. Then you can add one rank up magic spell from a graveyard to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Vara, the CornerKun Concord. The Finesmith Desire. You can negate the effect of number of face-up cards on the field, up to the total link rating of link monster equipped to this card, until the end of this turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can shuffle one other light field monster from a graveyard into the deck or extra deck. Then target one card on the field, send it to the graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. Then move to the bonus pack. It is the Exodia. And it is the Metal Queen.
After the case breaking, we have the Phantom of Yubo, the Light Charmer, Fine Smith's Track, and Eva. And as I know, the Eva in the Japanese version, they don't have the Quarter Century Secret Rare. Also, the Fine Smith Spell, they don't have it before. And don't forget to go to our website and buy the single card. Our website is www.tcg-corner.com. And remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. See you guys next time. Bye bye.